Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. My24M, gf24F, is angry at me because I don't care that she cheated with a woman. Throwaway because friends have read it. Also, English is not my first language. Yesterday my GF went out with her girlfriends to hang out and drink. Apparently she got very wasted and ended up sleeping with one of her female friends. She told me as much this morning, crying. For context, she is bisexual and have known since before we even started dating. I just told her to calm down and that really didn't mind because actually find it hot. Apparently that was the wrong thing to say because she blew up at me and told me was invalidating her sexuality and that if it was man instead would be angry. That's true. I would instantly break up with her, and she just left before I could say a word to her and blocked me on everything. Dr. GF claims that I'm invalidating her sexuality because I'm not angry at the fact that she slept with another woman. This whole thread made me want to hit my head on the wall. Same, it's so frustrating. I'm willing to bet that you and the person you replied to are frustrated for opposing reasons. What? I'm now frustrated at the fact I took some time to try to figure out what you meant and failed. I'm not sure if I'm more grossed out by Op or the girlfriend. It sounds like a bad sitcom. Sounds like maybe the two of you may be each other's kind of bad. Seems like a situation Alan Harper from 2.5 Men would get himself into. It was a good sitcom until it wasn't. It actually made me want to take the Asian guy, can't remember his name, place in TWD when Negan blows his head off with a baseball bat. Literally. Glenn. I haven't talked about TWD in ages, and just the other day me and my buddy were talking about this guy trying to remember his name. Pretty sure it's Glenn? The guy with the hot girl, right? Either way, your relationship is a joke. Seriously. This is all that matters, Lamau. They're both disasters. To be honest, it is extremely weird that you wouldn't break up with your girlfriend if she sleeps with a woman, but would if it was a dude. After reading your title, I was expecting your post to say something like my girlfriend got super drunk and kissed another girl, not that she fully slept with her. I just imagined my girlfriend cheating on me with another guy and it made me feel like shit. When I imagined her with a woman, it wasn't the same. I pictured myself being initially shocked, followed by incredibly intrigued. I do agree that infidelity shouldn't get a pass just because you find the circumstances to be hot. But I must say I completely understand Op's perspective as well. It is a betrayal of trust either way. I just think people are more willing to look the other way if it plays into a particular fantasy they have. Username checks out. You mean because the username makes him sound like a jag? As a lesbian, can I just say, every single man who claims he is basically a lesbian deserves a special place in hell. People's sexuality shouldn't be a fantasy of yours, it's ducking weird. Sex must be ducking weird for you in general then. Can't have sexuality without sex. That's what sexuality is literally all about. People don't tend to get to choose. The way she likely sees is that you don't think of two women having sex as real sex, or that you don't think of a woman as an actual threat to your relationship. It's not cheating to you because you don't take women or bisexuality seriously. Even if you would have been okay with this had she asked, she didn't ask. She cheated on you. And rather than seeing that as a serious matter, you dismiss it as not really a problem because of gender. Those ideas are rooted in prejudice. Basically, you straight up don't take it seriously because it's a woman. You can agree with that or not, but I suspect that's how she feels. At the same time, she cheated on you. So while I understand her point of view, she's not in much of a position to judge anyone right now. I guess the dilemma is this: if you don't think about this and take it seriously, then it's very probably going to end the relationship, and if you do take it seriously, then you're going to feel like she cheated on you and it's very probably going to end the relationship. Lol, exactly what I was thinking. It literally doesn't matter because basically the relationship ends either way. So you might as well just move on. Also keep in mind this shows that she would be willing to cheat with a man if the circumstances were right. She could have asked you beforehand and you would have said yes, then it's not cheating and you get your fantasy too. She decided she'd rather do something wrong behind your back. That's actually an awesome point to think about. If she's just as open to men as women, then it was basically pot luck that it wasn't a man she slept with. Which is a really good way to see why it's about trust and fidelity more than the specific act that occurred this time. Don't think of a woman as an actual threat to your relationship. I've known a few dudes with that mindset whose ego had a very painful case of shattering once they got dumped by their girlfriends for a woman. At the same time, she cheated on you. So while I understand her point of view, she's not in much of a position to judge anyone right now. And I'm totally with her, she cheated and that's terrible. She's trying to acknowledge and apologize for the terrible thing she did. Pointing out that he is invalidating bisexuality doesn't make her less of a cheat. Honestly, same here. It was SRS matter and he just went to that's hot. I'd break up with the dude as well if I was her. I have always found it invalidating when boyfriends have found my experience with women hot but were more jealous of my experiences with men. Like, they were both meaningful experiences for me. It's annoying to have your relationship fetishized. That being said, she cheated on you. But, you don't care. If you're going to minimize that act because a woman feels like less of a threat to you, that's your choice. I can understand how that would feel infantilizing, but I don't understand why she cheated. It's very easy to see why she would feel this way. To her, it probably feels like you aren't taking her attraction to women as seriously as her attraction to men, because instead of being upset at her for cheating, the way you would if she did it with a man, you're unbothered by it because you find it hot. She probably feels like it's a fetish to you. As a bisexual, I understand why she's upset. But I also see why you aren't as upset. I would end things though. Because first, she cheated on you. And you might have been okay with that. However, after the way she reacted to your reaction, I think you should get as far from her as you can. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.